Hello and welcome to Artist Express. Today our guest is Bruce Lacy. And Bruce, welcome back.
It's good to see you again.
You know, you were the very first guest on Artist Express exactly 1 year ago today. So I'm really excited about hearing about what new things you've been up to since we talked with you last. Now, I see you have your tongue drum with you again today.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about how your work has progressed since we talked a year ago.
Well, since a year ago, I can't believe it's been a year already. Well, I've started a project with some musicians here in town and I call it the Rare Groove Project, which would mean that I can change musicians whenever need be, instead of calling it a band.
Right,
so it's a project, yes, and we go along. That's one of the projects that I've been working on, and then two, I've finished my CD project.
Good.
Which is called In My Time, and that's another one. It'll be coming out at the end of this year.
Great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
That's about it, yeah.
Well, and when you said you could change musicians as need be, what needs dictate that? How do you decide when you need to switch up the instruments and so forth?
Okay. Well, at present, I have 4 musicians, well, including myself, would be 4 musicians. Ashley Wheeler plays guitar. Bill Martin plays bass.
Oh, I think I've met him.
And then I have Ann Zimmerman. Oh. She's on, everybody knows Ann.
Yes.
She's on keyboards.
Great.
And so she sings she's on vocals, and also Ashley's on vocals. And then I'm on the cajon.
Right.
And also I do lead vocals. So, and then just say if Ashley could not make a certain show, then I would call in.
You could pull in someone
else. Yes.
And there would not be that feeling that the entire band wasn't there. It would be, it's about the music rather than a certain configuration.
Yes. And if I need a certain sound, we may do all 4 of us and then just add a flute, saxophone, trumpet, if we want to do more of a smooth jazz type feel.
Now, do all those musicians have some input about what you'll be playing at any given time, or do you put together a list? How does that work?
Well, we do it all together.
I see.
We do it all together. Everybody has input. I'd rather have it that way.
Right.
Because say if a musician wants to sing a certain song, and I would say, no, you can't sing this. I don't do that.
That wouldn't work very well.
It wouldn't work. I would just say, bye, I'm out of the project, you know. So.
How frequently do you rehearse?
We rehearse at least twice a month. I would like to rehearse more, but people have
lives.
Their lives and jobs and families, things like that.
Well, and I do want to have you play something for us on the tongue drum, but one thing I'm curious about, when we talked last, you had done some work with mental health groups, and I wonder whether you have continued that and whether you're still available to do that kind of work.
Well, I'm still available to do that type of work, but I took this year off.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I took this year off to concentrate on my CD project and also getting this project, the Rare Groove Project, together.
Yep, getting that booted up, basically. Okay, well, why don't you play something for us?
Sure, be glad to.
back with Bruce Lacy, and Bruce has brought a different instrument along, a cajon. Can you tell us a little bit about the instrument and how it was developed? Is that a Spanish word?
It's a Spanish word, cajon, which means box.
Ah, okay.
And it was developed in Africa.
Oh.
So yeah, but it has become the national instrument for Peru.
Oh, really?
Yes. So along with other instruments, they incorporated like the cowbell, shakers, things like that. So it's a really fun instrument to play.
Oh, I think it really would be.
Kids love it.
Sure.
Kids love it.
And well, and it just goes to show music really is universal, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
So just close up all those borders and so on. Would you play something for us?
Sure. This is the bass part. And here's this snare. And inside the cajon, there's snare wires.
Oh.
So yeah, there's like 2 sets of snare wires. So you go.
Wonderful. You could dance to that
You
with
can.
nothing else.
You can. Yes, you can.
Now I see you have some other accessories there.
Yes.
Can you show us a little bit about how those interact with the rest?
This is my little shaker. So if I want to play this along with the cajon,
And now there are 2 together. Is that just to amplify the sound of the?
It helps in amplifying the sound.
Right, yeah.
And plus, it's easier to hold.
Sure, it would be.
Yeah, it would be real
I can
easy.
see that. Great. And then when you play with your group, you just alternate among the various things you play. Let's hear it sounds with the brushes.
And I'll have a cymbal here.
Sure.
Maybe a cymbal here, cowbells, and other instruments.
Do all the stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Great.
And if I want to get a more bassy sound, I adjust the brushes.
So it's more like a stick that way because it's more rigid. Oh, having both is good, yeah. Now, I know you do some teaching. What advice would you give to someone? I mean, there's a tendency, everyone or most people can keep a beat and have a tendency when they hear songs that they like to kind of do that,
Yeah.
So what would you say to people who are not professional musicians who really want to do some of that? What could they do to get that creative urge satisfied?
Yeah. Well, Connie, for your first lesson, I would love to. No, but seriously, just to have fun. Have fun with the instrument. Like, this is a fiberglass one. They're also made out of wood.
Yes.
And different types of wood.
Right.
Birch, ash, bubinga, and also when kids, if a child wants to play, there's smaller ones.
Right.
So I would just say, if you want to experiment with the instruments such as the cajon or the steel-tongue drum, just have fun with it.
Go for it.
Just go for it.
Yeah.
And then as you go, like you say, you can listen to songs that you like,
right,
music that you like, and play along with it.
Ah.
Yeah.
So you could get some pointers listening to a CD, say,
yes,
about how the rhythm was interpreted, exactly, and so forth.
And also, I learned a lot through YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yes, I learned. They have classes on YouTube on how to play the cajon, how to play the steel-tongue drum. Ah. Yeah, many instruments.
So the musical world has or performing in general, has kind of opened up for people, yes, with the advent of technology.
That media has really opened up a lot.
That's marvelous.
Yes.
Bruce, I hate to tell you this, but we're out of time.
No.
Already.
No.
Yes. It does fly when you're having fun.
Yeah.
Folks, watch your local listings and look for Bruce Lacy's name. He may turn up anywhere. Thank you for being with us today, Bruce.
And thank you, Connie. I enjoyed it.